Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Billionaire Talent and more positive thinking and motivation. How are you all? How's it been? Okay, so some of you log on to Wednesday night show, their Howling TV show, and we have a bit of a chit chat there, and it's a really good laugh, and it's great. But and that was only 2 days ago, but we've had a whole week of not actually talking about being positive and actually doing positive things. So how are you guys keeping? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? How have you kept yourselves motivated? Seeing as, even though the lockdown is slowly but surely lifting, we're getting a lot of kind of, you can do this now or you can do that now. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, only today they announced that the actual COVID-19 virus has gone from level 4 to level 3. So we're doing better. We're doing better, and things are beginning to ease up now. But that doesn't mean we're easing up with our anxieties. We're not easing up with our stresses. Certainly, there's massive financial issues out there with everyone. Doesn't matter how much the government is allowing us to have these grants and these loans and these, universal credits and whatnot. There's a lot going on at the moment. And I'm only talking about the UK, not talking about the world, because I know there's a lot of people that log on. I'm looking now, there's shed loads of people from America, Canada, Australia that have already logged on. And Andy Ray, who's just woken up, apparently. But the thing is, we're at a place right now where everything in our heads is doing this. Everything. How do you calm that down? Or how do you take the issues of the world, and particularly your world, because don't forget, you not necessarily, well, if any, same person has the same kind of feelings and anxieties as another person. Everyone is different. So what I'm going to talk about today is, how do you cope with your kind of thinking, and what do you put in your mind that then helps you conquer anxiety, stress, depression, which is a big one, and what we call mental health. So what is it? How do we cope? And I know a lot of you who are watching log on every single week. I want to say a massive thank you and a hello to everyone, by the way. Everyone from Lena Bedrosian through to Linda Trevelyan. Is that the new Essex hairdressing service? Yes, it is, by the way. Thank you very much. We've got Mary Cass, Seda, Andy, Cherry, Mary, everyone. You're all on, and I can't thank you enough for joining me and saying hello. And if you haven't said hello, do say hello on this, so I know you're there and you're watching the show. Now, I want to talk about how you plan your mind, because this is something that I've now been studying and I've been listening to, and I've been kind of really focusing my mind on, particularly for this week, because I wanted to kind of give you my experience on what it takes to think positively when so many thoughts and feelings in your mind generate different aspects of where you're going and what you're doing. So, for example, in the mornings, I want to pose this question. Please answer the question if you wouldn't mind, so I can see who does or who doesn't. In the mornings, when you wake up, do you plan your day? And what I mean by that is, do you plan how you're going to feel? Do you plan what you're going to achieve? What you expect from the energies, the infinite intelligence, which is what I call infinite intelligence, where people call it God, some people call it the divine, some people call it, the whatever. I can't even, there's so many words for them now, but I call it the infinite intelligence. That's what I call it. But my children call it God, as 6-year-olds would. But do you ask it? Do you ask it for things? And how do you ask it? Because this is part of what I want to get down to the nitty gritty today. We spoke about this last week, kind of speaking about how people move forward with, achieving something they want in life. And then when they don't get it, they lose all hope. Okay. I'm going to talk about that today. And I'm going to talk about a story that I read in a phenomenal book about hope. And it actually appeared in 2 different books as well. So I was quite intrigued when I read it again. I was like, I've read this before. It was amazing. And I'm going to talk about that shortly. Now, like I said to you before, do you wake up? Here we go. Andy's just, but I do now. I'm getting up earlier. I go for a walk and tell the world what's going to happen. I can't believe the change in me as a person. Wow. Okay, well, that's really cool, because what you've just done is you've started to change your life, Andy, the way I've been doing for many, many years. Getting up early, I swear to you, I don't know why, and I can't tell you why, but getting up early, and I'm not talking getting up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, but 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm up. That's it, I'm up. And why? Because I do more between 5:30 and 8 to 9:30 in the morning than I do between 9:30 till 5 p.m. I truly do. I mean, I get things done, but my brain is active. My brain's pumping. It's like, come on, let's do this. Let's get it going. Breathe. Let's get some good, oxygen in our system. Let's get some nice food down. So get some great breakfast down. And let's move. And I'm always like that in the mornings. So when I get up with a smile. I know it's weird because a lot of people don't. Okay. So I get that, but I'm not weird. I just love life. I love getting up in the mornings. And I think when you achieve something, particularly if you go to bed the night before thinking, right, what am I going to do the following day? Now, one of the things that I changed about my kind of approach to what I'm going to do the following day was by writing it down, which I'd never done before. What I'd done before was I put it in my mind, right, in the morning, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do this, and this. Well, you might as well forget it. Because by the time you've got to 3, you would have forgotten what the other lot is. It's natural. It's human. You are a human being. You will not be able to retain all that information. Plus, if you have a weird dream, if you wake up and you got a stomach cramp, or something's gone wrong, or the smoke alarm's going, or your partner's suddenly got an issue where they stumped their toe, and it changes your focus and you forget everything. So that happened to me regularly. So what did I do? I changed by not thinking about it anymore, but by writing it down. So I have a book by the side of my bed, and it has literally a pen attached to it. And as soon as I think of something I need to write, I write it down. That includes material, by the way. That includes comedy jokes, comedy situations. I write them down now. Before, I used to just put it into an idea in my head, and I used to run with it. And then that night I would go to a comedy club and I would try it out. It's gone. It's finished. I don't do that anymore. I write everything down. And then what I do is the following day, I try and achieve my goals. And 99% of the time, from 6 a.m. till 9 a.m., I am done and dusted. I have achieved everything that I wrote down. What does that do? That frees me up for the rest of the day to maybe keep my attention on my wife, who is still, at the moment, I'm talking currently, by the way, who's currently still in a hospital bed at home, but she's still not mobile. She's still in a wheelchair, and she's trying hard to, trying to heal as quickly as she can. 1. 2, sort out the boys in the morning, twins. This is an average day for me, by the way. So let me give you an average day so you understand where I am and why I'm telling you what I do. I'll get up in the morning at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm done and dusted. I'll get up, brush my teeth, get myself sorted. I'll probably have a shower before I go out, but usually it's afterwards. So I'll walk the dog first. But I'll come downstairs. I'll get ready quietly, sort everything out, make sure the boys don't wake up, make sure Michelle, who's literally there as I'm walking out the front door, because she's in the playroom with the hospital bed because she can't go upstairs, and I take the dog for a walk. 25-30 minutes. I'm breathing, I'm thinking, I'm now focusing on what I want to achieve. I'm focusing on everything that I want to do. Right, I've got to do this and this. I've got to achieve that goal. I've got to call these people. I've got to make sure that's happened. I've written it all down in my book, so I'm not worried about forgetting it because I've already written it in my book. Now I've achieved that, I don't have to worry, because as soon as I get back from walking the dog, and now I'm walking faster, by the way, because now I know what I've got to achieve. Now I know I have to achieve those goals, because if I don't get them done by 9 a.m., I am screwed. Why am I screwed? Because the children will want to take over my attention. My wife's going to wake up. She's going to want breakfast. She's going to want to take some of that energy from me as well. So I need to get everything done before I get back. So what do? I walk the dog. We get back. I feed the dog. I get myself sorted, get a nice cup of green tea, herbal tea, whatever it is, down my throat, and I'm on the laptop. Bang, 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 bang. I do everything. All right. Everything's done and dusted. Now, one of the twins will come down by 7:30. They're downstairs. Okay. So they'll come down, put Teen Titans on and put your headphones on. Boom. They're now watching Teen Titans. I'm still carrying on my work. I'll make them a milkshake because I know I've got a little bit of time. I'll make them a quick chocolate milkshake. Give it to them. They'll sit there drinking it while they're watching the TV. A little bit of love, 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 love. Now be quiet because Daddy's got to finish his work. Carry on doing it. Sending the emails out. Getting it all done and dusted. Now, second twin comes down, right? He's downstairs. Hello, Daddy. I love you. I love you too, son. Do you want a milkshake? Yes. It's already made. It's in the kitchen because Daddy did it straight away, twice. So he's done and dusted it already. Go and get it. Sit down, watch Teen Titans. I don't like Teen Titans. Fair play. I'll tell you what, Luke, you've now watched 2 episodes of Teen Titans. Let's watch something that we all want to watch. What's that, Daddy? Peppa Pig. Get it on. Boom. Da 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 da. Peppa Pig's on. They're both happy. They're both watching it. I've got my headphones on. I'm now doing my emails. I do everything I need to achieve because it's in my book. I've achieved it. If I need to make calls, that's a different ball game. That'll be done at 1 a.m. At 1 p.m. Sorry. So I've achieved everything I needed to do. It's now 8:30, 8:45. Now the wife's getting ready to wake up because she's had a rough night because she can't sleep because of all the medication. And of course, her leg is still killing her. The pain is horrendous. So what do? Get up, make her a nice coffee, get all the breakfast done. Boys, what do you want to eat? We want to have pancake. Boom. Do the mix, get the pancakes done and dusted. They're done. Sweetheart, what do you want? Cereal. Boom. Get it done. All sorted. Everyone's done and dusted. We're ready to go. 9 a.m. I'm now sitting down. Laptop's closed. I've now got my kids in front of me and we're doing homeschooling. That goes until 10:30. I don't talk. I don't think about anything else. Homeschooling. Once that's done, they both read their books. One reads to mum, one reads to dad. We're done. Usually after that, I can relax for a few minutes, get everything done and dusted and sorted. If I need to do any text messaging, I need to touch base with anyone, that's when I'll do it. Then, once that's all done, usually about 11:30, my mother-in-law will arrive. When she arrives, then I start lunch, right? So I get the lunch out of the way. Everyone's having a nice Kev's Kitchen 2020, as people have seen me on their Instagram. I'll get some nice dishes out. That's done and dusted as well. Now, once they're eating and they're all finished, I get all that sorted, get all the dishes away, get the food packed away, get the kitchen cleaned up, get everything sorted out. Maybe get some gardening done, or if not, get the boys out in the garden, we play a bit of football. Maybe go to the park, get that sorted out, come back, look after the wife, make sure everything's done with her, make sure her bed's now changed, everything's done and dusted. My mother-in-law goes, right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go back to my house. If one of the boys wants to come back with me, that'll be great. What I do is I kind of encourage one of the guys to go there. So one of the boys goes there, helps Nana with the car, washing the car, cleaning the house, whatever they want to do, play with the toys. And we're looking after one of the boys. Now I've got time again. Now I'm going to focus on my calls. Excuse me, if you don't mind, I'm going to have half an hour. Daddy needs to make some calls. Mummy jumps on the bandwagon and goes, right, I'll tell you what, I'll take care of Luke or Jake, whichever one stays. You go and do your phone calls. Get all those down. Done and dusted. That finishes. Now it's come to about, I don't know, about 3 o'clock. Now we come back. Maybe we'll go in the garden. We'll play a little bit more. If not, we'll do some colouring. We'll do some adventures. That's it. Done and dusted. Once that's all done and we're now happy, then Daddy starts on dinner. Now, what do you want to eat? Chicken nuggets and chips. Boom. Nice and easy. It's 12 minutes in the oven. Boom. That goes in. Wife, what do you want? I want one of your spectacular Kev's Kitchen 2020 dishes. What are you going to make for me? Right. Well, I'll make you a pasta with, I don't know, pesto and prawns and this, and I'll just be quite experimentative in the kitchen. I'll do something nice, cook everyone a dinner. We'll get that done and dusted. Then I've got to clean all that up. Then, while the boys are now chilling out and maybe watching a little bit of Teen Titans again or whatever they want to watch, hoover the house up. Once the house gets hoovered, the wife's happy. She's doing what she wants to do. Everyone's happy. The goldfish have been fed. No one's at. Everyone's cushy. Once I've cleaned the house up and I've mopped the floors and we're back to normal again, everything's clean. Boys, upstairs, go and do your brush your teeth, have your wheeze, put your pajamas on. I'll come up and tell you stories. I'll do that. Go upstairs, tell them positive stories. And the positive stories I start with what you think and what you believe is what you will become. And that's what I always teach them before they go to sleep. Think it, believe it, and it will always come true. Once that's done, they're now in their beds. I'll make them think, because to put a child to sleep quickly, the way you put them to sleep quickly is by opening their imagination and making them the storyteller, not you. So rather than telling them 3 bears and, you know, whatever, Goldilocks, that's been and gone. Now what I do is go, right, now picture the scene, boys. You are now, right, the creator of your own world. Now what I want you to do is close your eyes and go up into space. Now it's all dark, you can see, but there's a planet right over there. And that planet has got no color. Paint the planet whatever color you want. It could be blue, green, yellow, pink, orange, whatever color you want. Have you painted it? Yes, Daddy. Right now, once you've painted it, I want you to head towards that planet. Now, you can have anything you want on the planet. What do you want? Do you want trees? Do you want a river? Do you want like forests? Do you want jungles? Do you want animals? What kind of animals do you want? Do you want an elephant that's yellow and not gray? Yes, Daddy, I want that. They start creating an imagination. What does that do? That makes their brain get more and more tired. Now they're closing their eyes. Now they're picturing what they want to do. Suddenly, next thing you know, they're gone. Zippity doodah. 7:30, I'm downstairs. Kushti. The wife's happy. She's watching some crap on television. I'm now in the sitting room, back on the laptop. Now I'm working. Now I'm catching up on everything I need to do. I do an hour, hour and a half, maybe have a glass of red wine, chill out, sort myself out, close the laptop. Now write down what I'm going to do the following day. Once I've done that, it's all done. Good night, sweetheart. give her a kiss. Boys upstairs, it's now 11 o'clock. I'll go up. We'll do the night wheeze, which obviously they have no idea I'm doing. I'll pick them up, take them to the toilet. They have their wheeze, come back, boom, they're gone. So they don't wet their, underwear. They're done and dusted. Now I'm downstairs. It's 11 o'clock. What do? Meditate. And that's what I do. I meditate, because by meditating, okay, I'm now creating and bringing those energies back to me again for the following day. Then I'll write down what I'm going to achieve. Tomorrow, I'm going to achieve these. I'm going to email these people. I'm going to get these kind of results, and I'm going to make sure this happens. And I swear to you, it happens every single time that I do it, because I'm grateful. And that's what I want to teach you today. And I'm not a teacher, by the way, but I want to teach you what I do and why it honestly works. I'm grateful for what I get. Grateful. I look around and I see a woman in a hospital bed next to me, but she's there. She's content. She's with her family, and I love her. And so do my boys. So I'm grateful. My boys are upstairs. They're safe. They've got a roof over their head. They're safe. I'm grateful. I've got a dog who sleeps with me. Yeah, she chooses me. Not sure why, but she chooses me, and I'm grateful. I look around and I've got a beautiful house. Okay, and I fed my children 3 meals today. 3. I'm grateful. And all I do is I keep repeating, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I swear to you guys, do this tonight. Just for me, please do this tonight. When you're in your bed and you're lying down and you've had a day where something great has happened, or something great could happen, or something great will happen in your future, thank it before it happens. Just say thank you, thank you, thank you 3 times. I don't know why it's 3 times. Do it more than 3, but don't do it less than 3. Don't just say thank you, because if you just say thank you, it doesn't elevate it enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you for today, for the wonderful journey I had, or thank you, thank you, thank you for the food that I was able to provide my children today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all these wonderful people that are watching me now online. And I can't thank you enough. I wish I could give you 1,000 thank yous, but it'll probably take too long and the show would be finished. So what I'm trying to say is be grateful. Always be grateful. But not only grateful for what you've already got, because you've already got it. Why don't you be grateful for things that you want, but pretend they've already happened? I know that's hard to take in, but for example, okay, if you wanted to, like a holiday, all right, let's pretend, okay, it's as blatant as a holiday. You want to go and do a safari, okay? I don't know how many of you now watching want to do a safari, but say you want to do a safari, okay? And you want to go and see the wildlife, the elephants, this, that, whatever. I did this, hand on my heart. I'm not making this up. In 2007, I think it was, or 8, just before I met my wife, actually. Honestly, I remember thinking, I've been around the world. I've done cruises. I've done comedy clubs in different countries. I've performed at the Sydney Opera House. I've performed in Los Angeles. I've performed in New York, in great venues all over the world, in Canada, here, there, everywhere. I've performed in London. I've performed in Westminster, Castle, Windsor Castle, sorry. And I've performed in so many places. But one thing I've never done, okay, as a holiday, even I've been to Hollywood and I've been to Vegas. One thing I haven't done is a safari. And I remember saying to myself, I'd love to. And I always imagined it. But I imagined it. Now, here's the difference between imagining it, hoping you're going to get it, and imagining it and being grateful that you've already done it, as if you've already done it. If you're grateful that you've already done it, and you've done it, and you're grateful for it, your subconscious doesn't know the difference between it being a reality or an imagination. Your subconscious doesn't know, because you put whatever you want into it. Okay. So whereas I was saying, oh, I hope I go on a safari one day. I really want to see the elephants, the wildlife, the lions, the tigers. I want to see it all. I want to see it all. And by watching all the David Attenborough, wildlife programs that we used to watch as kids as well, I always dreamt I'd love to do it one day. But what I didn't do was be grateful that I'd already done it. I just dreamt. I always said, I hope, I hope. And the difference between being grateful and hoping is the timing. So one will take time to come to you. It will come to you. It will, because you're asking for it. And whatever you ask for, you will get. It's how long you impose that energy is when it comes to you. It's how long and how strong your energy is towards it. And I was just hoping it will come to me. And believe it or not, it took, I think, from the moment I started thinking about, which was about 2007, 2008, it came to me in 2011. And I went to safari in South Africa and I got to see wildlife. I fell in love with it. And I've been 8 times to the same safari. And they know me that well. I've become part of the family now. And I absolutely adore being there. So if I had actually, and why did it happen 8 times after that? Well, one, I got invited back to South Africa to keep doing the Cape Town Funny Festival, which was the event I did. And lo and behold, by the way, I did that event hoping I'd go back and do it again while I was there, hoping I'd go back and do it again. But now I know how it feels. I know how it feels to do a Cape Town Comedy Festival. So I'm the only comedian, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in the world that has been to the Cape Town Funny Festival more times as an international act than any other act. And I got to do the safari exactly the same amount of times. Why? I actually got 1 year, I actually went 3 times or twice. Actually, I know it's twice. I went twice because someone bailed out. So I went again about a week later. So I went to the same safari, saw the same animals. And here's something else as well. And I don't know how much of this is the energy that I give out when I am with people or when I am wherever I am. But I was literally inside buzzing. It was like putting a Duracell battery bunny on and just letting it tap for like 20 hours. My heart was going fast. I was loving it. I was letting out this energy. And the guy who was driving the van turned around and said, you know, the open air trucks that they do, so they go out and you can see all the wildlife. I said to him, I said, do we ever get to see the elephants? He said, always. He said, the elephants will be over there. We're going to go there now. But they never come close to the trucks because they're very shy. So they'll never come. So you can just see them. We've never had an experience where they've come this close, ever. I said, oh, right, okay. I got to touch it. It came that close. It walked right past me and I put my hand on it and I touched it. And the man said to me, he was driving, I've never seen that in my life. And I don't know what it was, but it actually came towards us and it came towards me. And when I touched it, the man said, I've never, ever seen that in my life. And he said, it would never happen again. Twice. I went back the following year and it happened again. So it just tells you, and apparently it's never happened since. The man said, we've never had an elephant come this close again. So I just don't know what the energy that you're letting out, but whatever you're wanting to do, it's doing it for you. Okay. So it's crazy. It's crazy, but it works. So let's go back to the original question. Do you plan your morning and do you plan it with what you hope you're going to achieve? Have we got any questions there? Here we go. Listening to gratitude affirmations in the morning. Oh, brilliant. So you go on what podcasts or YouTube and get some affirmations on there. There's some great ones, by the way. There's some incredible ones. I listen to quite a lot of those. I love them. When I'm in the car, I listen to them. When I'm, on the train. Doris, breathing meditations on YouTube. Yeah, that's right. There are plenty of them actually. And breathing is. We spoke about that a couple of weeks ago. Breathing is a really important part. I do it regularly every morning because we, as natural human beings, we only shallow breathe at any one time. We only shallow breathe. We never go. I mean, breathing like that all the time is just slightly weird. But if you do it and you do it consciously and you're taking in positive energies and positive thoughts, it does make a difference. It truly does make a difference. Now, I'm going to talk about something I just said earlier, which was hope. And I read in a book, and I'm going to give you why I think hope is such a powerful, not just emotion, but a powerful tool in our world. A scientist wanted to prove how powerful hope is when it comes to motivation, when it comes to faith, when it comes to actually living your life in a stronger way. So what happened? He got a big tub, like a proper big tub, which was about, I can't get it on the camera, but it's probably about 3 foot deep. And it's probably about, maybe 3 foot in diameter as well. And he put in there water. And he filled it to 2 foot. So you got 1 foot of space, but 2 foot of water. And he put a hose pipe in there, and he got the water to start swirling around. Okay, so he's swirling the water around, and it's going around like this. And he got a rat, and he put the rat in the water, and he basically left it in there. So the rat is now trying to survive in a whirlwind like this, a whirlpool, sorry, not a whirlwind, a whirlpool of water, trying to survive. But it can't climb. It can't climb up again on the wall. It's got nowhere to hold on to. So the rat is basically swimming for his life. And it went for, I believe, the closest they got was 5 minutes and 40 seconds. It was about 5 minutes and 40 seconds before the rat decided to give up. So you saw the rat's eyes basically giving up, and the rat's paws basically stopping to move, and the rat then started going around the circle, and the scientist grabbed in, pulled the rat out, and quickly covered him in a towel and dried him off. And of course, that was the first part of the test, and the rat lasted 5 minutes and 40 seconds, and that was it. So by the time the rat was calm and dry, he did the experiment again. This time with the same rat, by the way, not a different rat, same rat. And he put the rat back in the water, and he let it turn around again. And again, the rat's got nowhere to go, but it's now trying to survive by swimming. And it lasted 77 minutes before they had to pull it out. 77 minutes. To me, that is insane, because that tells me hope is an incredible tool. And the scientist, of course, he didn't let the rat die. Once it gave up, he pulled it back out again. And he proved a point that was basically hope is a tool that is stronger when you believe it than if you didn't. Because people give up on something very quickly if they don't see it become a reality. So people go, oh, I want money. I want money. I need money because I've got no money to pay my rent this month. Sorry, I've got no money to pay my rent this month. Oh, I'm in dilemma. I'm in dilemma. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to be positive thinking now. Oh, I want money. Please send me money. Please send me money. I want lots of money so I can pay my rent this month because I didn't have any money and I want to pay my money. Please, I want money. And then the following morning, they go to the bank account and they check to see if any money's been deposited from anything. I mean, that's stupidity. If I've ever known it, okay, it's stupidity. You don't ask for money. If you ask for it, it means you haven't got it. So what do? You become grateful. You become grateful. You say, thank you. Thank you that I've got all this money. Thank you. I've got all this wealth. Thank you. I've got this great health. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And also having faith in the infinite intelligence that at some point that's going to come back to you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for looking after me. Thank you that I never, ever have to worry ever, because if I need it, it will always be there. It's harder than you think. It's harder than you think. Any other questions? Have we got any other questions there, Nick? Oh, here we go. Cherry. There are 5-minute medications that busy people can do and learn to breathe properly. No, so that should be meditations, right? Am I right, Cherry? There are 5-minute meditations. Yeah, there are. There's many meditations that you can do. I know people do, yoga, which is a massive thing. I know people do pray. Some people just pray. I know many, I mean, particularly more ethnic societies, people who kind of pray 3 or 4 times a day to their God, people who pray every morning or every evening to their God. There's a lot of different prayers, a lot of different ways you can meditate, a lot of different ways you can bring energy to you. But there's more than one way of opening up yourself to the world. There is truly more than one way of doing that. And it's important to understand that when you're opening yourself up to the world, you shouldn't be opening yourself up negatively. Because if you open yourself up negatively, and here's one way of doing it. This was a point proven recently that I read in a book. When you go to bed at night, do you think as you're going to bed, oh, I hope I can pay the mortgage this month. Oh, I've had a good day today, but, I mean, that guy at work was really upsetting me today. I hope he doesn't do it again tomorrow. Oh, do you know what? I'm getting fed up of the traffic that I keep getting stuck in all the time. Every time I go to work, there's traffic, traffic, traffic. Oh, do you know what? I truly hope that guy doesn't call me again on the phone, because he really got on my nerves. He was like bullying me. If you think that way, before you sleep, all you're doing is attracting that again. You truly are. What you don't put your attention on, you will not attract. Let me say that again. What you put your attention on, you will not attract. Kerry's put, what do you hope? I'll be honest with you. My hope is for a world, and I'm saying this truthfully, for a world to understand that we do not need 90% of what's out there to have a happy life. And I say 90% because there are things in this world that we do need, like, for example, oxygen, like, for example, water, like, for example, food, like, for example, good friends, good family. We need certain aspects of our life, like the sun, like the moon. We need things we can see and we can touch, like earth, like rain. Some people look at rain and go, oh, raining again. Yeah. Whereas other people look at it and go, oh, I'm going to open my window and I'm just going to lie here with a pillow and just listen to it. And to be fair, we've been in lockdown nearly for 3 months. We have all had the chance to do that. So did you look at the rain and think, oh, God, what a crap day today? Or did you look at it and go, I'm going to stand outside and I'm going to just stand underneath the rain and just enjoy it? Because do you know what my sons did the other day? Both of them ran out into the rain, because we never really let them out in the rain, to be honest with you. But they ran out in the rain and we were sitting there in the sitting room and they started running around on the grass while the rain's coming down. And it got heavier and heavier, the rain. Now, a parent would usually go, oh, bring them in. Come on, seriously, they're going to catch a cold. Our two started taking their clothes off. They took everything off. They are now stark little Willie naked, right? Stark little Willie naked. They are now running around with nothing on, and they're literally in their element, because we have never taught them that rain is a bad thing. So they're enjoying literally the rain as it's coming down on them. And it was just hysterical to watch them. Pure joy seeing two children who do not see the rain as a bad thing. Okay. So we all interpret everything in our lives differently. So what do I hope? I hope that we can look at life and we can share everything we have and share the energy, share the positivity, and hopefully make people understand that actually we are more intelligent and more amazing than we actually think we are. So that would be my hope, because each and every one of us are amazing. Sandra, who looks after you? This is a deep question, because on the outside, at the moment, if I get love from my children and my wife, that's enough for me. But I get it from friends as well. And there's many of them watching, and one of them's, well, quite a few of them on here. I get love and I get friendship from so many friends who just call me and say, hi, Kev, how are you? Or they send me a text, I love you, hope you're doing well, mate. Those kind of looking after me, I get all the time. But as far as who looks after me in the sense of who cooks for me, cleans for me, who washes my clothes, who does this, at the moment, my wife can't, because I have to do it. Okay, because she's obviously bedbound. But when she gets stronger, then she'll take over certain aspects of that while I come to work more often and I start liaising with my team more often. And I miss them all dearly. I miss my friends so much. I miss my staff. I miss everyone that works with me. I miss all the comics that I work with on stage. I miss everyone. I truly do miss people. But I miss them because I love them and I appreciate them. And they all have a very special place in my heart. So each and every one of those people are a jigsaw to my happiness. But what I also have is an external Kev. And actually, it's more than one Kev. I have probably about 6. And all 6 of these Kevs are different not personalities, but different energies. So one will get up and go, right, we need to clean the house, mate. Let's get it all done and dusted. Let's get it out of the way. Let's make this house look like it's a show home. Boom. And I'll go, no problem, mate, because I think we need to do it now. I'll get it all done and dusted. Boom. Now the next one comes in. All right, son, let's sit down with your kids. It's time to teach them. Okay. No more too much fun. Let's do fun, but let's be disciplined. Then that comes in. Third one. Right. My business head comes on. Kev, businessman, comes in. Right, Kev, now we need to do the business. We need to get this done and dusted. So I'm constantly liaising with myself, with these voices, but I'm in control with all of them. Because if one of them comes to me and goes, Kev, forget your children right now. We need to do that business. We need to send that email now. Because if he doesn't get it before 11 a.m., you are going to lose that opportunity. And I turn around to it and I go, it's fine. I'm going to get my kids sorted out first. So Kev, the teacher, comes back in again. So you've got to be in control of your voice. If you're not in control, you are not in control of your life. You have to be in control. Your voices, they have to listen to you, not the other way around. Okay, so that's very important. Now, when I'm saying about planning your day, getting everything done, one of the things that I do to plan my day, as I said, was to write everything down. If you write everything down, your brain doesn't need to worry about it, because you just go back to it and you read it and you go, boom, I'll do that. Boom, I'll do that now. And that'll be done and dusted. I also, when I've accomplished everything, and I mean everything, don't accomplish 90% or 80% and think, yeah, great day. No, rubbish. Rubbish. Because if you lose out today, you'll lose out 70% tomorrow, 60% next week, 40% the week after. Now you have to start from scratch, and you have to start going back to 100% and then stick to 100%. Make sure you accomplish everything. And if you don't, do not thank yourself. Do not turn around and go, I had a good day today, because you didn't. You didn't. You've got to be hard on yourself. Okay, I'm very hard on myself, but you have to be very hard on yourself, because the harder you are on yourself, the more you will get to your life's goals and dreams quicker. And why not dream big? John Ryan. Now, here's one of my friends. Don't go yet. Stay where you are. Here's one of my friends that I absolutely adore. Okay. Met this guy on the comedy circuit. He's the funniest man this side of Birmingham. And I'm not joking. He genuinely, right, turns up random. Kev, how you doing? I just wanted to give you a quick call and see how you are. This man is better than, listen, I wish he was my family. Honestly, well, I treat him like a brother anyway. But most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. Do you know what, John? I'm going to bring a straight point on that now. Okay. Thomas Edison. How many thousands of mistakes did that man make before he discovered the light bulb? Please tell me I've got the Thomas Edison right. It is Thomas Edison, isn't it? Yes, it is. How many mistakes did he make? Do you want to know? 10,000. 10,000. It took him 10,000 attempts to create the light bulb. On his 10,001st, he created the light bulb. Did you know that? Got it above my head. You can see me. This man experimented and experimented and experimented. Now, if he'd given up after the first go, hey, look, I'm not saying no one else would have invented it, but it would have taken a long time. This man did not stop creating. He did not stop creating. And you're right, John. The most greatest things that have been created have been done by people who had hope and who never gave up. Who never gave up. Why are you giving up? Why don't you wake up in the morning and create your future? Why don't you create the future you want? Why does the environment, the place you're surrounded by, the people you're surrounded by, the village or the city or the town or wherever you're surrounded by, why do they have to dictate how and what you do in your future? Why? Because you allow it. You allow it. Whereas we have the entire right to upload, and I'm going to say upload because that's literally what it is, but upload anything to our brains and our subconscious that we want, because it's our right. It's our right. It's our thing. So what are you going to fill it with? Are you going to fill it with sitting there and watching, video games all day? Are you going to fill it with sitting there and watching crap all day? Or are you going to fill it with doing something where you can look at your garden after a few hours and go, I've accomplished that. Now look how beautiful my garden looks. Or I've just created, or I've written a book. John Ryan's done that, by the way. John Ryan spent his entire lockdown, not only with his own show, but he's also been writing a book. There you go. I'm going to do something creative and positive, and I'm going to do it because it's something I want to upload into my brain. And only you can upload what you want into your brain. Only you. Isn't that amazing? So when you wake up in the morning, you can upload whatever you want to your brain. To me, there's nothing easier, is there? There's nothing easier. I'm going to upload this to my brain today. I'm going to upload how to speak a new language. I'm going to upload a new book today. I'm going to upload a new documentary. I'm going to upload motivational speaking, or I'm going to upload meditation on yoga. I'm going to upload something that I want in my life. I don't have to upload it. No one else is uploading it. It's just you. Only you are uploading what you want to your mind. So ultimately, and here's the harsh reality, whatever you have in your life right now, this second, is what you've uploaded over the past however many years you've been living. And we live, by the way, we live by our parents first and the way they guide us. And then we live predominantly 90% of our lives on a daily basis. Listen to this. 90% of what we do in our lives are what we have done in the past. Okay? We live by those emotions, those characteristics, those ways. So how do you change? How do you change what you've done in the past? Easy. Stop thinking about the past. Surely that's the logical answer, isn't it? Stop thinking about the past. Yeah, but I remember when I used to binge eat. Well, so did I. But I've stopped. Stop. Move on. How does someone, right? And this was actually in a documentary as well. How does someone who smoked for, okay, this guy had smoked for 58 years of his life. Okay, he was in his 70s. He'd started very young. Okay, very, very young. He was a London boy, and he was smoking from like very, very early in his life. And he got to, 58, I think it was. 58. And they did a scan of his lungs. And his lungs looked like, well, someone who's been smoking, black, with yellow pusses all over the lungs. And this is why he was coughing. This is why he was ill all the time. This is why he was spitting and puking or whatever, all that rubbish. Why is it that that man saw his X-ray? He saw his X-rays. And at that moment, something went, and he never smoked again. How does a man who smokes 20 cigarettes a day stop suddenly? Think about it. How does that happen? Because don't forget, he's addicted. But he just suddenly went, not going to do it anymore. Not going to do it anymore. I'm going to stop. I'm done and dusted. I'm totally done and dusted. I'm never going to smoke again. My mum did it. I told you about my mum. One day. And all I said to her was, you keep on smoking, we're going to die because we're passive smokers. That's all I said. I remember saying it. I was 14, I think. Yes, about 14. She put her hand on the Bible and she said, I'll never smoke again, and stopped there and then. How does someone do that? How do you do that? How do you stop? Well, if they can do it, then we can all do it because we're all the same. We are all the same. There is no difference. It's how we live our lives that make us different. The emotions we think, the characteristics we have, the talents that we tap into. Everything we have is different. Our minds are different. Our goals are different. But we all have the ability to be able to change. Every single one of us. Every single one of us. So why don't we do it? Why do some of us live our lives never leaving a village? Why do some of us never, ever accomplish a dream? I speak to a lot of people. Now, a lot of you who are watching know that I play the piano. And I've been playing it since I was 3.5 years old. So I play the piano and I speak to, and people watch me play. And afterwards they go, oh, do you know what? I wish I never gave up the piano. I get that regularly, by the way. Or, oh, do you know what? I wish I took up an instrument when I was younger. My first initial reaction is, well, to the person who said they gave up piano, well, what's stopping you from starting again? Truly, what is stopping you from starting again? I haven't got a piano. Find one! And here's another one for you. I wish I took up an instrument when I was younger. Why do you have to be young to take up an instrument? Are you in that illusion, okay? And it is a stupid illusion that you cannot learn something because you're older. Because you've got too many responsibilities. You know, you've got kids now. You've got a job. You've got responsibilities. You've got a mortgage to pay. You've got bills. So I'm not going to be able to play an instrument. I'm not going to be able to do anything anymore in my life. What a negative attitude. What a stupid attitude. What a stupid attitude. If you want to do something, do it. I have a saying. It's the Nike saying, just do it. But I put the F word after just. I do. Just effing do it. Because if you want to do it, do it. Don't go to your deathbed and sit there thinking, if only I'd done it. You see, you've got to think. You've got to think. Nick, what's A.G. Longhurst put? This is our good mate here. Lucas and Albert is doing well, but this has been years of trying. Over 30 years of doing and share extra work, drama, school, fringe theatre, running theatre, production films, stamina. And I was once told, and don't give up before the miracle. I just keep punching. Mate, that's exactly what you have to do. But there's something different with that as well, by the way. What you've got to do is don't just keep punching, but believe it's happened. Believe, I know you're up for an award. I know you're up for an award for Albert and Lucas, or Lucas and Albert, sorry. You're up for an award, okay? Why don't you picture yourself up with 3 or 4 awards or 10 awards? How many do you want? Why don't you picture yourself holding a BAFTA and saying, thank you, I can't believe we won it. Why are you not saying we have won it? Why are you saying we hope we win it? Why are you saying that, you know, I'm not saying you did, by the way. I'm just saying how people think sometimes. Oh, I hope I win a BAFTA. What? Always just already channel your mind that you've already won it and just say, wow, I won it. I hope I win another one. I've already won it. Be grateful. Say thank you. You know, by doing that, you're going to make your life so much more fruitful, so much more wonderful. And you're going to see things differently. You truly are. You're going to see things differently. You're going to start opening your mind up to I suppose, just the possibilities, the unconditional possibilities that you can actually do. You know, Tina's just put, Kev, you crack me up. Just effing do it. It's true though. Tina, it's true. Just effing do it. Do you know what? One thing I don't do is I never wish for something that I haven't got. Okay, let me just quickly explain that. I don't wish for something I haven't got. Okay? I'm grateful that I've already got it, but it's not here yet. And I'm saying thank you for sending me it. I can't wait to receive it. Let me say that again. Thank you for sending it to me. I can't wait to receive it. Because if you've thought about wanting it, then you've already put it into your subconscious. And you have to constantly think that it's going to come. Okay? But it's already been. Okay? To think it's already coming means you don't believe it's already here. But to be grateful and say, thank you for sending it to me because it's already here, but I can't wait to receive it, is a different mindset. It then means that you've already got it. You got like for example, I've got the car I want, I've got the color I want, but I can't wait for the infinite intelligence to send it to me. I'm ready and I'm grateful and I can't wait to hold those keys. That's how you should be thinking. I'm grateful and I can't wait to receive it because when it comes, you would have already been ready for it. You will already be ready for it. And that's how I live my life. I don't live it by, oh, I hope I get that, or I hope I get this. I already believe I've got it, and I just can't wait to receive it. Think about that. That's very important. Gilbert, one of my wonderful friends, and an absolute, by the way, incredible human being when it comes to cartoon drawing. Guys, if you want cartoons, this is the man. You're absolutely right, Kev. David Gilmour learned to play the saxophone at the age of 63. Anyone can do it. Thank you. Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you. David Gilmour, 63. Boom. Here's another one for you, by the way, if you didn't know. Colonel Kentucky Fried Chicken started his business, Kentucky Fried Chicken, when he was in his, look this up on Google. I don't know the exact date, but I think he was in his late 70s, early 80s. Late 70s, early 80s, he started a business called Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. And today we are still eating his recipe. Late 70s, early 80s. You tell me. Here's another one for you. Here's another one for you. This happened recently. Colonel Tom. Colonel Tom. Do you think that man who went through World War II, okay, and went through everything he went through, and the life he had, and the crap he dealt with, and the changes that happened in his life, and everything that went on, and the fact that the TV became a thing, and then internet became a thing, and cars became a thing, and telephone, mobile phones became a thing. This man went through history like nobody's business, and he never raised or even earned probably £1 million. Yet that man is 100 years old and has just raised 31 million or more. God knows. He's probably still going. Do you think he thought about that when he was in his 20s or 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s? He probably lived a comfortable life and whatever, but something in his mind said, we are going to do this, and it's going to happen. And he envisaged it. He would have envisaged the whole thing in his mind, because you always have to envisage the end to understand the journey to it. Always picture yourself at the end. What is it you want to achieve? What is it? Do you want a healthy life? Do you want to achieve something where you're looking at children's faces because you've provided a service to an orphanage that would have had the help they got? Would you have done something that would have given hope to a family that might have had a house that burnt down, and you immediately there and then switched on and went, I've got to do something for this family, and you did it? By taking action, you would have changed your journey, your perception, and the people that you're affecting. So yeah, that's one there for you. That's absolutely amazing. Have you ever had time when you said to yourself, it can't wait? No. Oh no, you can't do that. You can't do that, because it's not your choice. You see, infinite intelligence is not man-made. It's not man-made. It's the law of nature. It's the earth's law. It's something that man can't change. We can't change it. We can only tap into it, and we can only understand it when we tap into it. Okay? How do you tap into it? This is something I'm going to talk about next week, how you tap into it, because by tapping into it, you get a better understanding of what you can and can't achieve. And to be honest with you, I said it, but actually there's nothing you can't achieve. I know it's weird, but there's nothing you can't achieve. If man or woman puts their mind, or sorry, let's be current, man, woman, or any fluid gender, okay, wants to achieve something in their life, if their heart, their soul, their mind, everything is connected, all 5 senses are connected, happens. It happens. How it happens, even scientists don't know, but it happens. And I am blessed that I can achieve what I want to achieve simply by thinking about it and then implementing it in my mind through the gratitude of receiving it before I've actually got it. So I'm very, very thankful. Very thankful. Here's one for you. 2 years ago, I wanted to climb Mount Ararat. This is the mountain in Armenia. I want to climb it. I wanted to climb it, sorry, because I wanted to achieve a goal, a personal goal in my mind of climbing a mountain. Why? Because I want to. Now, okay, I keep thinking to myself, I've already done it. It's done. It's going to come to me and I'm going to climb it. It's already done. In my mind, I've already achieved it. I've climbed it. I've actually even pictured it, how I'm going to journey it. I've actually pictured it. And what I do is I play it as if I've already been there. So I play a video back. I've already climbed the mountain. I've already put the flag in. I've already, you know, called Kim Kardashian to tell her that I'm there. I've done it all. I've done it all. And now, next year, we're going and we're filming it. So it will become a new documentary that we will be filming, but it's happening next year. So it's one of those things that when you seriously think it and believe it, it will come true. It will come true. Now, we've got a few minutes left. And I know I've been talking a lot and a lot of people have been writing in. So I can't thank you enough for the amount of people that have been writing. Steve Hewlett's watching, Lisa Rayner's watching, Annette Jones, bless you, darling. What a sad week it's been for Willie Thorne, a wonderful legend. Willie Thorne, the snooker player. We lost him this week. What a wonderful human being he was. And he would brighten up a room. So it was very sad that we lost him this week. Zach's watching, Gillian, Stephen, everyone. It's so lovely to have all of you on. Ursula's again. She's back again. Bless you, darling. But I'm going to finish off, if you wouldn't mind me just digressing for a moment. We've had a very positive session. I certainly have enjoyed talking to you, and I'm so pleased that a lot of you have come on and talking to me. And thank you, by the way, for spreading this news and this video with all your friends as well. Just saying, look, just log on, have a look, get some, you know, good vibes going. There you go. Don't forget to like and share it on social media. There you go. Just there. Seda, thank you, Kev. So helpful. But the truth of the matter is, every week I will honestly tell you how to do it better, because I do it regularly and it honestly works. It honestly works. And I want to finish this show by dedicating this personal show to my cousins, who unfortunately, sad as it may be, lost their beautiful 22-year-old daughter last night to a car accident. And it was devastating. And we got the news today. And all I want to do is send as much positive energy, strength, and love to that family, because what they're going through now is going to be very hard for them. And trying to stay positive in situations like that is something that people think is more of a miracle, but it's not. It's about faith. It's about hope. And it's about believing that, you know, we're all here on this earth for a very short period of time, and then we move on to a new journey. She was taken too quick. She was taken far too quick. And I just wish them and their family as much strength as possible. But ultimately, we all have to stay positive, because if we don't, it becomes tragic. Look after yourselves. Take care. Thank you for joining me. And I wish you all a wonderfully positive week. And I'll see you again next Friday at 8 p.m. Take care. Lots of love. See you again soon.